As you know, one of my slogans is making trademarks bloom since 1999. As a result, I use a lot of plant and flower, and in particular sunflower, imagery and terminology in my marketing, on my website, social media, and incorporated into other episodes of our videos and podcasts in some ways. For example, we've talked about the roots and petals of a flower. But I wanted to talk today about pollination, believe it or not. As I was thinking about all of the flowers coming up outside here in Washington, D.C. in spring outside of my office, I was thinking about pollination. And did you know that pollination actually can occur in a variety of different ways? Birds move seeds around is one way that pollination happens. The wind blows seeds and can actually blow them for miles and miles to help assist with pollination. But bees are the most effective pollinators. And until I was doing a little bit of research in preparation for this video, I had never heard before that some farmers actually rent bees for the season to help increase the pollination of their plants. That blew my mind. That baffled me. That you could rent bees and that they're that much more effective that it would make it worthwhile to pay the money to rent bees for those purposes. So, how does all of this relate to trademarks and brands, you might be asking? Well, we've now reached that point of the episode. You see, bold brands deliver your business's message more effectively, just like bees pollinate more effectively than the wind and birds and those other options. Because bold brands stand out and they resonate and they communicate with consumers. Think about the brand name Uber compared to private car service. Or think about one of my favorite local pizza places with a great name, I think, called Flippin' Pizza versus another pizza place a couple miles away called Joe's Italian, or another pizza place called The Italian Store. Like, Flippin' Pizza really tells you something about them and it's memorable. And if I said, I got this at Flippin' Pizza, you're probably, unlikely to forget that. Whereas if you look up Joe's Italian or The Italian Store, you might have trouble finding them because there are lots of different variations of those names. Another example, think about Travelocity for travel reservations and information versus hotels.com. Travelocity says something fun and exciting and it's memorable and it's unique. So it's a stronger brand and it's legally more protectable because it's a creative, unique term like that. So bold brands resonate. They make an impression and they communicate with the customers. And they do that more effectively, just like the bees pollinate more effectively because they are bold, because they are different and exciting and louder. If you want to learn more about bold brands and how to build them, how to create them, how to protect them, you can read all about it in my book. It's just a few dollars in Kindle format on Amazon. It's called Building a Bold Brand, or you can learn more at buildingaboldbrand.com.